On to girls basketball. Northview hosting Central Catholic. Super competitive early on. Irish down 2. Mayeli Bragg wide open on the inbound pass. She drains the go-ahead 3. Move to the second. Wildcats back in front. Grace Crawl kicks it out to Sarah Cannon. And boom! Sound the cannons. The Cats are up 5. Later in the second, Central still within striking distance. Azaria Tillman separates, sets, and shoots and scores, shrinking the gap to 2. Wildcats came out in the second with their claws out. Crawl showing off the handles, splits the defense with the spin, gets the bucket and the foul. Later in the third, Northview up 24. Crawl going to work in the paint, draws the hook shot. She drains the hook shot, Wildcats pull away to win it, 51-39, thanks to some second half adjustments on the defensive side of the ball.
Settling down on defense, getting pressure, getting up on them, speed them up, and just penetrate the defense with driving it in, kicking it out if there's an open man. We love moving the ball, getting everyone a touch, and just passing it around, get everyone an open shot.
Greg Frankie and Sandy Brown are on the call. They have more force now.
Northview has practically their entire team back from last year, so that experience, I think, really gave them an edge against the talented but young Central team whose players did not really have a lot of varsity experience coming into tonight.
Yeah, Northview just kind of being who they are and showing us who they are. This season, they've been a great team, just overall a well-oiled machine. I heard one of my colleagues call them that, but it's a great description of them, just kind of like knowing where each other is going to be. Offensively, they move the ball around great and take care of things on the defensive end as well. But
they really have picked up their pressure defensively, and they don't rely as much on the outside shot, and that keeps the other team guessing a little bit more.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, moving the ball around, we're used to seeing Northview take more threes, from last year. But I think they've done a great job, over the summer and just in general at practices, working on, changing their style of play. We're seeing them now attacking the basket more. And that ball movement has really become a problem for teams defensively.
Yeah, well, Central, though, they played really hard for the first 3 quarters of the game, and they have a lot of talent on that team. It's just a matter of time with them.
Yeah, they have, one returning starter, 2 girls, who did have that experience. But they're doing a great job as far as, just kind of trusting the process. They have some great talent and great potential.
Especially under new coach Clifton Hodges had a lot of success with Springfield. Northview, though, wins it over Central.